Guys, we're gonna do a corned beef roast on the Ninja Foodi Grill just in time for St. Patrick's Day coming up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking with CJ. I'm CJ, and if you're a returning subscriber, part of CJ's crew, you know I love you. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, that bell next to it, so you can alert on all what we're doing here. Okay, so what are we doing here today? Just in time for St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna show you how to make a corned beef roast in the Ninja Foodi Grill. This is something that you guys can add your own twists on, but right now I'm just concentrating on doing the roast. You could add your potatoes to it. You could add the corned beef and cabbage like most people do. I'm not particularly a fan of cabbage or boiled cabbage, as it were, so I keep that out and I'm just concentrating on the roast. I got this roast, it's already like a corned beef roast, already packaged up, already brined. So I got this from Costco. I know you can find these at any grocery store, especially at this time of year when you're getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. The best part of corned beef is actually making corned beef hash the next day after you've had your meal with your leftovers. Corned beef hash is where it's at. Don't buy the canned dog food looking corned beef hash. Make your own roast, cut your own potatoes, and do it that way. Right, so this is really simple to do. There are instructions on the package, but that's based off of either boiling it on the stove or putting it in the oven. We are putting it in a condensed heat space. We're going to wrap it up in tinfoil, a double layer tinfoil, add a little water to the mix, and just let it braise in there and come up the temperature. We're gonna set the temperature on the Ninja Foodi Grill to 300 degrees. I'm going to put it in there, set the time on that for 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're gonna check it after 1 hour. I'm gonna open it up, vent it, and give it another 20, 30 minutes of just a little heat on top of it, just to add a little bit different texture, a little bit more extra flavor on there. So we're gonna initially braise it in the tinfoil, and then we're going to open it up and let a little heat just get on top of the roast, okay? Really simple to do, just gonna take a little bit of time, okay? It's not the best cut of meat. It's just like a chuck roast, so we gotta give it plenty of time to break down those fibers and get it tender where you want it to be. So let's get over to the Ninja Foodi Grill Station, otherwise known as my kitchen island. Let's get started. We're on the Ninja Foodi Grill Station. We're gonna turn this on. We're gonna use the bake feature, 300 degrees. I'm gonna set the time for 1.5 hours. We will check on it after 1 hour, see where we're at temperature-wise, but let's get this preheating. All right, so we're preheating. Here is our corned beef round. It already comes brined with your seasonings, your spices, all that jazz. Got our 2 layers of tinfoil right here. Let's cut this open and get it onto the tinfoil. But before we do that, we kind of want to make a little boat out of it because we don't want any of this, the solution in here to leak out. So let's cut this open. Gotta love that corned beef smell. Make sure you get all that in there. Try to empty this out as best as possible. So you see there's a fat side right here too, fat side, fat cap. And then here's the side with all the seasoning and braising stuff. So I'm gonna put the fat cap up because that's where the heat is coming from. It's coming down onto this. So when we wrap this up, we wanna make sure that the heat is going on the fat and it's keeping it, kind of protecting the meat in there because obviously it's a fair amount of heat coming down on it. So we're gonna keep the fat cap up. All right, okay, the next thing we have here is 2 cups of water. Pour down into it. I'm gonna pour a cup in there first, cup or so in there, and I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Sealing it really tight. All right, we're preheated over there. All right, we're gonna add the rest of the water into the package. Kind of let it shake down and drain into there. When you're wrapping it up, make sure you keep it really tight. Get it sealed up as completely as possible. You do not want any of that moisture or steam leaking out of this, so get it absolutely as tight as possible, okay? Don't forget about that. Very important step or you're just gonna have a dried out piece of shoe leather, okay? Okay, we got our package ready to go. Gonna put it in the pan. You got plenty of clearance in there. All right, we'll see you in 1 hour. All right, guys, we are about 1 hour in. Let's get in there and check the temps. 194. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Carefully, we're gonna open this up. It is hot. I'm a professional amateur. Do not try this at home. Hot. We're gonna open this up and expose the meat. That's right, you heard me. We're exposing the meat.
Calling the cops.
All right, so we're gonna give it another half hour or so. Right now we're in between like 180, 190. Another half hour or so, just with the heat hitting the top of this, kind of brown it up, get it a little, add a little extra flavor, a little extra texture. We'll still steam in there with the juices that are running in there, and then hopefully we'll be ready to get this thing cooked up. All right, so another half hour. All right, guys, we let it go another half hour. We're temping out just fine, but it's not got, it doesn't quite have the color I'm looking for on the top right here. I wanted a little bit darker, a little bit more flavor going on there, a little more caramelization. So I set it for another 30 minutes, and we're gonna let it go another 30 minutes, then we should be fine to let it, pull it out, let it rest, and then we'll chop it up. All right, y'all, it's been about 2 hours. Okay, so let's kind of recap on it. First hour, wrapped up, braised in water and the liquid that it comes in, okay? Second hour, we uncovered it and let it roast from the top or bake from the top down. All right, so we get some great color on it. So it looks really good right now. It's the color I want. We're gonna pull it out, let it rest for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll start slicing into it. All right, it's looking really good, smells really good. Can't wait to try it out. All right, guys, we've been rested for about 15 minutes. Let's start slicing this up. All right, looks good to me. Looks like corned beef. I'm telling you, this is gonna be good with some potatoes, and if you like the boiled cabbage, that too. But I'm looking forward to chopping this up for some awesome corned beef hash. And I have a video doing corned beef hash on the Ninja Foodi Grill, so look up in this corner over here. Click on that if you want to see how I make the corned beef hash. Let's get the rest of this chopped up. Shoot the thumbnail. We'll take a taste test. All right, guys, we're done. Sliced it up, took the picture. It looks amazing. Tastes amazing. I already had a little white. Good stuff, guys. This is gonna be some amazing meal, okay? You know it's good. All right, guys. If you want to get yourself one of these Ninja Foodi Grills or any other Ninja products, hit the link down below. It'll take you to the website. It's an affiliate link. Helps out the channel. No big deal. If you want to get some of the knives, cutting boards, well, I'm not wearing any merch, but CJ merch all down below. If you want to become part of CJ's crew for real here on YouTube, click that join button down below or click this link right here to join Patreon. All right, we do a lot of behind the scenes stuff in there. It's a good time. That's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.